Hey guys again, it has not been very long. I'm just coming back. Just a quick tip for you guys building in the dark. Shotgun, pistol, anything with a light attachment helps amazing, especially if you're building in the water, because you also get the light in the water if you can't have a torch out. So it's one of those things that can really help you if you're building at night in the water. Just want to let you guys know that. I'll be back. Hey guys. Bit of an update again. I've done some more building, so I've got the outer wall of the actual place done, and then I made a little area over there, and that's where it's going to be to store animals. You come down and hop on this ship. I haven't gotten to the actual dock system yet because I got to figure out how I want to do that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it out of wood. I got a little opening over there which comes from that area to get to the boat, and the boat's going to be in here. Those towers are going to be taller than the rest of the walls. I got to make some more materials. I did not even come close to how many materials I'm going to need for this. So we went a little bit bigger than we thought we were going to do, but it's going to look amazing when it's done. So I'll bring you guys back when I get the walls up and let you guys have a peek at that, and then I'll show you kind of how I'm going to do the dock system, and then it should be almost done. So a little longer. I gotta go make some materials up, and then I will be back. But it's coming along nicely so far. Any questions, just feel free to comment, and I can go over what I had to do for certain things. Have a good one. Okay guys, I'm back again. So I did some more building. I'm just kind of just waiting a little bit here for the light to creep in because I did some nighttime building again. And we got things going along pretty good. So if we look over here, we got the wall system all in place that we were doing, and we started building up our little pen area with a building inside, and one tower on the far side. So what I ended up doing, just to show you guys, because you saw how I'm pretty sure you saw how I sunk the walls down into the floor and stuff. So what we started doing over here is we just simply went 3 walls up, and then after the 3 walls up, did a doorway on top, which gives it kind of that, I don't know, castle type like feel to it. So we did that, and then it's a hollow wall. I've got holes through this place that go through. It's just a hollow wall in here all the way across, but I got holes here so I can get like out to the boat where I store my stuff. I can probably board this one up because I don't really need to get in here anymore. But over here, just to have a quick look before I do board it up. So our base was here, right? I don't care about the hole because this is going to be covered. So for the tower, I actually went 5 high all the way up. So it's going to be slightly higher than everything else. Now, I'll bring you guys back when I do the next tower or the next little ramp, because I did do the ramps a little differently. All I did was I put a wall up to that level. And then the ramp, if you hit on PlayStation, if you hit R1 when you've got a item out, you can switch the angle, the sloped ceiling, and it'll snap because the doorways there count as kind of a wall, so it'll snap. Since we don't have railings on the sloped ceilings, we can't put railings on yet without the way that Structures Plus works in that. So it kind of gives you a bit of a railing look to get up to the next level here, and then this goes all the way out. And then all I did out here was same trick. I just put an extra doorway up, so I've got 2 ramps here that go up to this level. And then up here, stupid light's still kind of pain. Up here, what I did was I closed off the entire middle, just like underneath. And then in the middle, I put a floor to cover up that hole. And then what I did was I started at this side, and I took the ceiling I had here, and I snapped one here. Then I took this one and snapped one here, and basically it's just 2 ceilings wide all the way around here, except for this one spot right here where I snapped an extra ceiling right here just to make the little point come out so that everything looks symmetrical all the way around the edge. So It should be good. I think I'm gonna go with the initial line, which is right here. This little line right here that goes all the way around here. I'm gonna take that up about 3 walls, and then I'm gonna cap it off exactly like the rest of the base. But I'm gonna leave a doorway either at the back or the front. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put railings across these two, and then these two, and then these two, and then these two, and these, and so on and so forth. And I'm gonna put railings across all of these that they all interconnect, and there's a bit of a railing system out here so you can come out and look. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on that other side there. So what I'll probably do is I'll continue building and get all this, pretty much all of this done. I'll bring you guys back really quick just when I do the slope ramps, so I can show you what I mean by the slope ramps there, just in case somebody doesn't know. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty much just 3 walls up and then doorways on top. And since there's foundations, or in this case, there's pillars with ceilings across, you're just building up from that one wide to make it look like a solid structure instead of just like fence foundations in one wall. This just makes it look a lot more imposing. It makes it look a lot more sturdy. So it'll look really nice and solid as a port for the ship there. And then in there we're gonna put a little building down here. The only thing I did with this, where I put my foundations, I put one wall all the way around. Again, I left a hole so I can get in here and build. I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna put a ceiling all the way across this, so it's gonna be. Bird's gonna come in here, I know it. Alright, so it's gonna have a ceiling all the way across, so that gets rid of all this long grass. I know I'm gonna end up having like a couple little things sticking through, but it won't be like walking through a whole jungle inside your building. So I'm gonna do that, and then pick where I want my doorway to be, and I'll have like a ramp going up onto that floor, and then that's just gonna be too high, probably a flat roof, or I might do some kind of little sloped roof or something. We'll see what I decide to do when I get up there. It's a neat little design. So it's just gonna be a little building where you can put like basic storage, and then you've got this courtyard out here, and you're gonna have like a little courtyard area here. All these are gonna be boarded up, and you're only gonna have one entrance right here. This right here is gonna be your entrance onto the dock system, and then we're gonna have a nice wooden dock system here for the boat. I gotta get the boat over here and see how high. I'm gonna probably end up using that pillar down there and stretching it this way, and then bringing it up to the right level, pretty much right lined up with this dirt. I'm gonna try to line it up if I can. I know I might try to get diagonally across here if I can. It shouldn't be too bad, but if I can get diagonally across there, something like that, or similar, to make it look kind of neat, and come out here and then build a little dock system in here after I get the towers done. So I'll bring you back when I get the slope, to do the slope, just to show you guys real quick, and then I'm going to finish the ramps, and then I'll bring you back after I've set up the guts for the dock work, and then I'll show you what I did for that, so I can see, okay, this is how the docks were set up. This is how the pillar system works underneath, because I'm not going to have pillars stretching all the way up, because I want to limit the amount of materials that I'm using and the amount of materials that are underwater, because I'm going to do another really neat trick to keep leads out of here, because it is actually deep water, so a lead could follow you right into this little bay, and we don't want that. So we're going to do a nice little trick with that. Other than that, guys, I'll bring you back when I got the other stuff going. Okay, guys, so I finished up the one wall, but I figured I would show you guys, like that wall, I would show you guys how we're going to do this wall. So basically what you do is you leave a hole, you do your 3 high, and then your doorway is on top, just like the other wall. Make sure you do that entire step before you do the ceilings, because if you do the ceilings, then the doorways will snap on top of the ceiling, and it just depends on what you want, really. It doesn't really matter all that much, but that's how you're going to do that. Now, once that's done all the way down, you can destroy this ramp, and then I'm pretty sure I brought some stuff. Yeah, I did. Okay. Once that's destroyed, just seal up your hole. You'll have to get that other one on the other side. I left this hole and that hole just because that one, I'll probably plug that hole up now, just not yet. This hole stays because, you know, I want to be able to get over to my boat where my supplies are. So I did put ladders on that allow you to get up, and they're fairly well hidden in the rocks. You don't really notice them too much. You just hop up here, and like I said, I was going to bring you guys back for this, and I did. So put a wall here, and then you take your slope ceiling. Take one of these guys. And it's going to go like that. But if you hit R1 and hit it again, it'll snap like that, because it thinks there's walls beside it that it can snap into, because doorways kind of count as walls. So that allows you to do that, which gives you a nice... And you do have a little bit of an edge here, which is kind of cool, because we don't have railings for this yet. If I had railings, I would do the slope wall, the slope wall, ceiling, and then put a railing on it, but we don't, so this works a little bit better. And then up here, you're just going to come across and do all your ceilings across now. And remember, like I said, try to get your doorways, if you can, on before you do your ceilings. And now you're just covering up the empty space that's in there, all the way down the line. So... And then when we get to the end, same trick with those slope ceilings are going to happen. I just figured I'd show you guys, because it would be easier. We'll finish this wall off kind of together. I got it all mostly pre-set up, so I mean we won't finish the whole thing off because I don't think I have everything, but we'll get the basic gist of it done. So when you get to here, we're gonna go up. We got to go up 2. So you can either cover this, which is what I do. I cover the whole thing just because it keeps it nice and neat underneath. And then what you're going to need to do is I brought more of these guys because you're going to need to go up here, but you're also going to need this one to go up 1 more, because we're going to be matching that floor there. And actually, you know what? Because these are going to be stairs, we'll just do actual walls, because it'll work a lot better because they're like that. And then on this side here is where you're gonna put one like that. And then you can fill this in. It doesn't really matter how that gets filled in too much. So then you're going to go across your same thing. Oops. My bad. Same thing with the slopes. You're going to go up 1. And this time it's going to actually allow you to snap it pretty much right where you want it to. But you're not going to want it that far, because you want a flat ceiling right there. So you're going to want to come back. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, actually, because you're going to want 1, 2, 3. You know what? I guess we're going to do a little bit of a multi. Yeah, we'll do a multi thing here. So let's see. So this is going to be a little different. So we'll take our flat ceiling and we'll snap it there, which means we're going to cover up that and that so it looks better, and then do that. Hope I brought enough of this stuff because I wasn't planning on doing this. With that, and we'll do the same thing on this side. We'll alter that, and then the railing on top. So with that like that, now you're going to take your slope and R1, snap it like that. And then since we did that, now the only downside is we have to go like this. That has to be solid. That has to be solid. This is gonna have to be solid. Goes along with that too, and then we're gonna put ceiling there, ceiling there, and we're gonna snap that like that. And then I know I should have done this before, but it should still work. I'll put one here, one here, one here, and one here. So now that looks a little bit better. That does not need to be solid, so that can go like that. We can get one of these up here like this. All right, so now we're gonna be like this, which works out not bad. So as you can see, like as you're building things, you're gonna change stuff around all the time. I didn't even think about the bends and everything, so this is gonna be a little bit different. Then the other side is just a straight shot, and apparently I missed one here. Alright, so that's how you're gonna do that, just to come all the way across here. And then here, you're gonna want to just take your ceilings all the way around, attach them to the edges, just because it'll be a lot neater of a ceiling. And then the middle, this time you're gonna actually plug the middle up so you can't fall through. And then that's what's going to give you the same as over there. And then what I did over there was I actually did a balcony, but I can't do a balcony off this side this time because it's going to go right into our walkway. So we're going to have to do a different balcony. So we'll pull one here, one here, one here, one here, here. And we can still do the one over there. And then what you're going to want to do is just attach a second one there, and then a second one there, a second one there, a second one there, a second one there, and then we're going to just leave that one probably the way it is, just because it's not, yeah, there's no way that we can line it up where it's not going to interfere. I mean, I suppose we could do that. That's going to be a lot of names. So we'll just leave it like that. It'll be a little bit different of an angle than the other one. But it's still going to be a bit of a balcony because you're going to trace this inside line, which you're going to build up 3 walls high. And then you're going to snap the doorways on top, the same kind of idea. And then you're going to put railings around the edges. Probably start at this side. So you're going to stick a railing like out and then up those 2 edges and in, and then up these 2 and in and up these 2, and then at these crosses right here you're going to get a railing that comes through here and through here. So if you don't have collision turned off, you're not going to be able to do that sort of a thing. But the one thing I will tell you, when you do this, I will show you, actually I'll show you real quick on the other one before I stop this video and finish up all this stuff. I gotta get grind a couple more pieces before I can finish this. So if we come over here and hop down, and then the easiest way to show you this is to just, not easiest, but fastest way. So probably just come over here. Now when I put these railings on up here, it gave me an error that there was no foundation support because I built out, because I only have 1 pillar right in the middle of this thing. So because of that, I came down here, and what I did was I snapped pillars. So there's 1 pillar that snapped, you can't see it, but there's 1 pillar that snapped right in there. And then I snapped a pillar here, and I also snapped there's a pillar in there and another pillar right up at the corner here. So what that did was gave me the foundation support to do the balcony all the way around the edge there, kind of like a star kind of balcony. So that's how that was done. So I'm gonna go finish off that other tower and then close up my one wall probably, because I can get a ladder up there, so I don't need it anymore, because I can bring that all the way back. So I can close up that hole. I can close up because I don't really need to be out there anymore, because all the work's done out there. So I can close this up and no real big deal. And then the next step, guys, we'll get this little house done. I probably won't record that because it's a pretty basic house. I'll just show it off when I'm done. And then we'll fill in our holes. I might leave that hole till the very end just because of easy access. And then we'll start on the dock. And like I said, I think I'm going to set the whole docking system up. And then I'll bring you guys back and I'll show you step by step, kind of walk you through how I did it. But I'm gonna probably build a good majority of it off camera, just because it'll make for a really long video, as it already is going to be. Probably have to be broken into 2 parts, but I'll show you how I did that so you can have an idea. And then if you have questions, you can ask in the comments or whatnot. But so far, it's coming along. So I hope you guys like that, and I'll see you guys back after I get the tower and house and dock system set up, and then I'll come back and I'll show you kind of what we did and let you know how I did it. Okay guys, back again, finishing up this tower. I just thought I'd bring you back. Like I said, see, no foundation support. This can't be done. It just can't have it. For some of them, you're okay, like the front here. You're okay all the way around the side here. Good. So it's really just this one spot over here. 1, 2, 3. So I might be able to go with like 1 pillar. If you're wondering why I'm breathing funny, it's because I put my scuba stuff on, which I probably don't even need, but oh well. So, yeah, I totally don't need it. Alright, so I did grab some pillars though, so what we're going to try to do, so you know, there, so you know that snapped. So we'll snap one there. And we're gonna snap there. You're trying to snap in there somewhere. So hopefully, snapping. Snapping around here somewhere. Hopefully. Alright, I want to make sure I don't mess this up, so we're going to take 1 wall out so I can see what I'm doing. 1 wall. So, yeah, so that's going to snap right there. That should give me all the support that I need over there. That means that I can take that and we had it. Perfect. And that. Let's glitch it right into the floor. Alright, so by doing that, I should be able to get the other piece done. I'm just going to make this quick. Get the flippers. Run across here real fast. Some of those ones that are glitched into the floor, guys, I mean, you might be able to get them perfect. You might not be able to get them perfect. Full disclosure, there were like 2 or 3 spots where instead of fiddle farting with it, I got fed up, so I just went into Ghost real quick because I am an admin, and I went under the ground just to snap it really easy. But as long as you have the clipping on, you should be able to get most of it. You might not be able to get every little piece, and if not, I apologize, because I just didn't want to fiddle fart with it the entire time, so you may not be able to get an exact replica of this sort of thing, but pretty close. And that should, yeah, so you know, that gave us our, what we needed. So you're going to have your intersecting pieces here. It's kind of a weird balcony design, but we don't really have triangle pieces, so this is the best that we can do with vanilla. Oh, really? I need one there. Damn. That's gonna be just a complete ugly mess in this corner, but oh well. And we need one right here. Apparently we need one down there, so... Alright, I'll cut here, guys. I won't let you guys watch all of this. Tons of fun to get one little piece to snap, so I'll cut here and bring you guys back when I get that other stuff done. Alright, see ya. Okay, we're back. So we did a lot of work, and we got the general layout here. So we have a ramp at every end to get out of the water. 3 large bays for boats. I'll have AM parked in there as soon as I'm done, just so you guys can see. But 3 large bays for boats, and then over here I've got this little low area for tames, sharks, whales, stuff like that. I mean, it is subject to, I could change it a little bit, but for right now it's just a little kind of docking area. I'll leave her here. So like I said, by using those low points, you were able to keep everything nice and flush. You do have the little stone sticking out, but I mean, it's small little detail. I'll show you some of the guts here. So for the docking system, for the guts, what we got is just a couple pillars across there, and then every row has some pillars that aren't touching, but one at the end, just to make sure that everything's synced up nicely. And your pillars there. Apparently, I have an extra one that I didn't get rid of. So your pillars across here and that, and then you've got one row of pillars here, which is holding up that entire area over there. And then what I did is, since this is a nice, really deep area for boats, it has a nice feel as an actual port. What I did is, everybody knows leads are a pain in the ass, so if a lead is chasing you, and I did test this, I took my boat out, I got a lead to chase me, it hit me once or twice, but no big deal, and I chased it, made it chase me right into here. And what I did was I brought these pillars up just high enough where a boat is going to come right across, and then over here, it's slightly lower where I think you could get your animals across here. Maybe I'll make a little hole over on this side, like just enough, like maybe there was 2, just enough to get just about anything watermelon wise in there. And yeah, the lead hit the stone walls and just turned around and left. So it was awesome. He just kind of fucked off. I'm gonna leave that one pillar out in the middle of nowhere. That's like a landmark pillar. That's, if I ever need to do any changes in here, that is the pillar that I use, because it's one of the lowest points. There's also another one way out here. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one though. I don't think I'll ever need this guy. But it is probably the lowest point for the entire place. So, you know what, I'm gonna leave it. If I ever, for some reason, I'm never gonna build out this far. Alright, let's get rid of it. I hate leaving stuff laying around. Alright, so one rogue pillar kind of in nowhere. Now I'm gonna go and hide some of this stuff so it's not as noticeable from the surface. Like if you're up here, I mean, if there's boats in the way, it's not going to be an issue, but you're going to have pillars invisible. So I'm going to make it look a little bit neater, and then I'll bring you guys back when I am done doing that, and I throw the boat in here, and then that will be the end of it. So shouldn't be too much longer, and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so we're done. So for the large boat areas, I just did like a little railing around the front kind of thing, and then I railed off this back area here, and then all the way around the inside of everything. I'll show you in the next one right here. What I did was I just put one wall down, and one wall down, I mean, you still got the pillars are visible, but you need those to be there in order to make everything work. So there's nothing you can do about that, unless you want to drag the walls all the way down to the seafloor, but then that's a lot more materials. It's going to make things a lot more laggy. So, I mean, this kind of neatens it a little bit. I mean, especially once you got a boat in there, you're not going to really... So, I mean, I got three more boat spots, and then over here, a little animal spot. I railed off here just because that, railed off that, and then everything just looks nice and neat. As for the end of each pier, I just took 4 wooden walls. I just did a box around the pillar, and I just dropped it right down to the seafloor just to make it look good and sturdy, and I did one over there too. So, I mean, it just gives it that little bit of sturdiness look that you want. Like, make it look like it's not just floating there, and that because it's some stability. So to have a little peek at the end here, we'll do a little fly up. Let's see how the ship looks inside the yard there. Oh yeah, look at that. So there's the port of Osgiliath. 2 towers, little house, and a spot for the boat. And all you gotta do is back the boat out enough where you can swing it towards the right, towards this side over here, and then drive flat out that way, and you won't have to worry about any leads. And when you're driving in, a lead might tag you when your base is loading, because it does have to load. But all you gotta do is just, you know, come in from out there, come in straight towards the, sorry about that, straight towards the docks, and your first slot is right there for that boat, which is what I wanted. So it's right there, and I got extra. I might get rid of the other boat docks if no one's gonna use them. If no one else is gonna build a boat, then I might get rid of them and make more animal storage. Maybe bring my animals over or something. But that is the build. So that's that side. And then over here, there's that side. So it looks amazing. I can't believe that I managed to... Nobody on the server really knows that I've built this, so it's pretty crazy that I kept it secret. So anyways, guys, that was the build. So if you enjoyed it, I know that I did a couple of videos, so it might be a couple of episodes, but I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think, and maybe we'll do something else. See you later.